Hi, Angela. This is Brad Slaten with Patra. I don't really know where to start with our friendship and or the working relationship that we've had. But if you can go back with me about 31 years, I know you know the story, and I think we probably both told the story a number of times how we kind of got started together and our working relationship back in Augusta. And I was a new sales rep for AMS at the time, and just transferred down to Georgia. And when you call me, it's a great story. I won't go into it, but that was the beginning of a great relationship between you and me, as well as AMS. I mean, obviously today, Vertifor, and the work that you do for our customers is pretty phenomenal. When I sold you that system 31 years ago, it was pretty remarkable what you were able to do, but that was back before even really printed manuals came along with agency management systems, and we thought you were going to be sitting around for 3 to 6 weeks, maybe even longer than that, waiting on the trainer to show up. I'll never forget receiving a call from Don Neal when he showed up at your agency, and he asked me what he wanted him to do. And I said, well, I want you to train Angela on the system. They bought the system several weeks ago, which she needs to be trained. And she goes he goes, on what? And I said, on the system. He goes, she's already live. She's closing out her first month in on Pathfinder. And I said, no way. You better go back and double check everything she's done. She's going to screw it up. Nobody can take themselves live on an agency management system. Well, long story short, Angela Lands of Fame Adams had taken her agency live on an old Pathfinder system 31 years ago. First time and only time it has ever been done. Um, my initial response was AMS needed to go hire this young lady to come to work for us. Well, obviously, there were different plans in the making. As she became more proficient and very actively involved in the local user group, which we always met up in Greenville, South Carolina at the time, Angela was extremely helpful to many AMS users, AMS Pathfinder users, AFW users, and now AMS 360 customers, and her ability to take them to the next level on the utilization of their agency management system. But she was able to go a step further from a CSR slash account executive level. She was able to go to the ownership from the reporting standpoint, showing them how to actually use an agency management system to benefit their bottom line revenue, how to run reports, how to see what their markets were doing and not doing. Angela has been a tremendous asset to those folks in the AMS 360 world, even all the way going back to the Pathfinder world. Angela gives me credit. Not sure she will these days or not, as old as I'm getting, but she gives me the credit for pushing her towards opening up Angela Adams Consulting Company. It was just a brief word of encouragement to do what she is extremely gifted to do. The best thing about Angela is she cares about the customer, she cares about the agency, and is extremely proficient in what she does and what her teams are able to do for Vertifor customers. And I greatly appreciate that because she has worked with many of my customers over the years. In fact, there are several times that I have told my customers during the Vertifor years that I will not take your order if Angela Adams Consulting does not do the implementation. And there were times where Angela Adams Consulting was the only team and the only group that could take a Vertifor agency live because of some of the difficulties that our customers shared with Angela. And so, Angela, congratulations on 20 years. There's a lot more that I can say. The times that we spent together eating, the times we spent together at user group meetings, the times we have spent at funerals, indulging in your family tradition of Jägermeister. It's been a fun 31 years, and it's been fun to see your company grow. Thanks, Angela, for everything you've done for me.